When she opened the door, she froze. Her mansion gleamed like something carved from arrogance, glass, marble, silence. And there I was, holding a pizza box. "James?" she whispered, the name like a ghost she'd buried years ago. Her diamond ring caught the light, the one I once saved 3 paychecks for. Only now it was bigger, colder. "Didn't expect this, did you?" I said quietly. But that's not where the story begins. It starts 3 years ago, on the day my life caught fire. I'd spent 22 years at Haven Realty. Loyal, reliable, too predictable to see the knife coming. When the new CEO took over, I didn't recognize him at first. His name was Daniel Cole. Sharp suit, sharper smile. He was also the man my wife had been consulting for. A week later, I was let go due to restructuring. She packed her things the same night, left me a single text before blocking my number. "Enjoy being nobody." Nobody. Funny word. She was right. For a while, I was exactly that. I lost the house, the car, even my self-respect felt rented. I worked temp jobs until the economy spat me out onto the sidewalk. At 50, I was delivering pizzas. Every stop smelt like someone else's better life. Then one night, I knocked on a small house at the edge of town. An old man opened the door, white hair, sharp eyes. He looked at me for a long time. "You're Jacob Grant's son, aren't you?" he asked. I froze. "My father died when I was 12, I said slowly. "You knew him?" He nodded. "We started Haven Realty together, 1982. He owned 60%. When he passed, those shares went to you." I laughed, couldn't help it. "I think you're mistaken," I said. "If that were true, I wouldn't be delivering your dinner." But he showed me. Documents, signatures, transfer certificates. Then, one screen, one number. My entire body went cold. $487 million. My father's shares. Buried, stolen, reissued under new names. By Haven Realty. By Daniel Cole. By the same company that fired me. The next morning, I didn't go to work. I went to war. For 6 months, I lived in silence. Tracked ownership trails. Traced forged transfers. Every shell company. Every false signature. I hired a forensic accountant with what little I had left. When I ran out of money, I sold my car. And I found it all. Daniel had used an internal loophole when he became CEO. He transferred the dormant shares, my shares, into offshore holdings. My ex-wife had signed as the family witness. Perfect. She sold my name for a life she didn't earn. I didn't scream, didn't confront them. I incorporated Grant Holdings Limited, quietly. Then I filed a claim in federal court. Forgery, corporate theft. 2 months later, the news broke. Haven Realty under investigation for fraudulent share transfers. Daniel's face on every financial channel. His empire trembling. His wife, my ex-wife, by his side, pretending she knew nothing. They froze his assets within 48 hours. Mine unfroze. I watched from my 1-bedroom apartment as everything they built on my father's bones began to crumble. Every lie they lived turned to dust on live television. 3 weeks later, I made one last delivery. To her mansion. When she opened the door, she looked right through me. Until recognition hit. I could see her brain scrambling for dignity. "You're delivering pizzas?" she said, trying to sound superior. I smiled. I was. Her husband appeared behind her. His face was pale, drawn. He'd lost everything. Investigations, charges, the board had expelled him. "James," he began, voice shaking. I handed him the receipt. "Need a signature. For closure." He signed. His hand trembled. "You set this up," he said under his breath. I looked at him steadily. "No, you did." Back in 1982. They didn't understand at first. but they would. I turned to leave, but my ex-wife's voice stopped me. "Wait, how much do you have now?" I met her eyes. Enough to never need revenge again. That night, I drove to the same old man's house. He smiled when he saw me. "Told you the truth would find its way home." "It did," I said, and so did I. I renamed the company Grant & Son Holdings, donated 20% to housing charities, rebuilt my father's legacy from the ashes they tried to steal. A week later, I received a text from an unknown number. "We lost everything. Please, help us." No name, no apology, just desperation. I stared at the screen for a long moment. Then I typed 2 words, "Enjoy nothing," and I deleted the thread.